I'm excited for dinner.
Me too. I do wish it was a little earlier, but
I do kind of wish it was a little earlier too. 9:30, is that when you're saying we're going?
well, that's because that was the only time we get a reservation. I also feel like we don't need to go to Little Dom's. We could go wherever, but
We don't.
I'd
We
be down at
we
8.
should have backed up Solomon a little more.
Well, I mean, I would be fine with mess hall, but I just can't be there at 8.
Right. Wait, I gotta. Why does it automatically go to the or the Tony Soto show?
Earlier, but
I do kind of wish it. Oh, that's us. That's us talking.
oh no.
That's us. Oh, we have a notification. I wonder what that is. Oh, advanced features. Nothing weird.
No, not for us.
No,
Thanks.
no one commenting. No one telling us that we do a great job, and no one saying, "Hey, hang in there."
Hey, but we're still here.
Still here and happy to be here. Hi, YouTube. Back again to do another show for you. Yeah. Oh, can I go get some water real quick?
Yeah.
I know. I'm
to vamp.
As soon as we go live, I'm like, can I go?
Well, the best part about Tony being on is that I can say a couple of words about her. First of all, look at how much stuff she has in that chair behind her. Was she sitting in that chair on top of all of that stuff, or is she sitting in a different chair? She must be sitting in a different chair, I guess. Perspective wise, it's so bad. And look at all this stuff peeking out of her closet and her bag. So she's got stuff.
I'm so sorry.
Peeking out of her closet, stuff peeking out of her bag. Oh, hi, Tony.
What were you talking about?
Nothing.
Were you talking about my beach bag?
Sure.
Listen, I couldn't even put up the background today. When we do it on a Thursday, I'm just like, I can't even. Like, honestly.
No. I'm hoping we'll be. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to go back to Wednesdays next week.
And I'm not truly upset. Well, I was yesterday, but today I'm over it. But I was yesterday because I was ramped up and ready to do some talking.
And that's actually probably good that we made you take a deep breath. Think about what you're going to say.
Always try to calm me down for some reason. All right. Are you ready to do a show?
See, mommy.
Okay, perfect.
You're bringing us in.
I am. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour. And for only $8 a month, we will validate you as well. We'll give you a freebie. You are you. I'm Tony Soto.
And I am me.
Yes,
Casey
you are.
Lie. Your guy and your co-host to your weekly ranting, homosexual-based, yet very universally accepted podcast, the Gay Power Half Hour.
Listen, Casey, I was so ranty yesterday. So today I might be a little more balanced.
Are the things on the list to talk about the things you were so upset about yesterday, or did you throw out?
Yeah. No. News? Well, the thing is so first of all, no, yes. So the thing is I have recently blocked the new owner of Twitter. So remember when I said, because we talk about Twitter a lot. You always say that, sometimes I should come out of the barrel that is fucking Twitter.
You mean quit?
Quit.
Yeah.
And
it's
I
so
was
hard
like,
for people to say. It's crazy. You're all addicted.
Yeah, quit. But I'm gonna say, so I had to block Elon Musk today yesterday because there's just too much of him in my feed. And I never cared about him to begin with, from the Tesla all the way to the space to now where he is. I never cared. Like, he always has given me real creep vibes. So I think I don't have that many followers on Twitter anyway. Like, no, I think I put some pretty funny things out there and no one likes them. So maybe I should just quit Twitter.
Well, if that's the conversation, then I'm willing to engage in it. I haven't quit Twitter, but I don't have any notifications on. I go on whenever the fuck I want to. Don't post anything. And part of it is because it was really during the pandemic when I was like, if I post something and it's not fucking in line with what is needing to be said right now by all of my friends and political quote unquote allies, then I had a panic attack about it.
Well, there was a lot more eyes on the feed at that time, for sure.
No, 100%. And it was just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And so I've just kind of like, sure, does it affect my career? Yeah, but really that's the effort in my career in general is the most thing that's affecting my career, not Twitter.
We do it for the struggle. We do it for the struggle.
And in the end, it's like, I just don't understand why everyone is trying to make their stand. We're like, but I love the format. And it's like, we have friends who feel that way too. And God bless, but it's also like, just, you can write those jokes and you can tell them to people, or you can,
you can do them on TikTok.
And you can get validated, or you get validated by 10,000 people. And that feels good. And I get it. But like, what is Twitter? What like, unless you're trying to fucking foment a revolution in another country, because we'll tell you what, if you're trying to do it in this country, it's not going to work, So unless you're trying to foment a revolution in a country where that might be, it might be possible, then I'm not really sure why you're on Twitter, except to be angry all of the time.
And truthfully, that's it. Because like, I don't care about the format. What's so revolutionary about scrolling? You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing revolutionary.
At the time, sure.
And quite frankly, we've been scrolling since the days of Tumblr. This isn't something new. Like, and if anything, I've heard that Tumblr is back and porn is there. So like, maybe I just go back there.
Yeah,
but because
Twitter's pretty porny. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
that's the thing. Because that's the thing. It's like, do I just keep it for the porn? You know what I mean? Like, is that where I'm at now?
No, go to porn. Just go back to Pornhub. You don't need get it in longer bits. This 30-second porn addiction that everyone have is really truly ruining everyone's mind too. If Elon really wants,
you like the 3-minute jerks? Is that what you're into? The 3-minute jerk?
9-minute jerk, Elon.
Casey likes to romance himself. Give me a 7.5 minute.
Yeah, I want to get to know the person. I want a little eye contact.
I fast forward through porn too much anyway to commit. I can't like because I'm always like, well, I'm gonna want to look at the blowjobs, and then I'm like, this is so boring. So it's
go straight to
you gotta fast forward to the good stuff, the
I find the least exciting thing to be ass eating on porn. It just is so perfunctory, and you can tell that they're just like.
It's true because, and also it's like you, yeah, like there's never. And I do love analingus, but never like I've never been
in real time.
I've never been getting analingus where I've been like, what I mean? It's never been so good that I was like I had to release sound and air. That said, you can only really see good tossing of salad on really dingy porn because it's all that like spotlight stuff where they're just like
honestly, if you really want to see a salad tossed well on TV, go to Food Network. There's some really excellent salad tosses on there, Ina Garten being one of them.
But let's talk about these blue checkers, like, because here's what I'm not going to care about. You blue checkers. Like, I don't care. I mean, $8. If you can't afford it, then you're not doing great.
Well, so clue me in, because I've been doing my best to avoid all this chit chat on a platform that I don't care about. And it seems to be dominating the news. I mean, anything that this is anything except for anything that was hit by a hammer this week. This has been the biggest news. And let's be real. I mean, Elon is taking a hammer to Twitter, and the $20
and we'll get to
dollars. The $20 has now been reduced to $8. Like he was proposing a $20 monthly fee.
I've heard 5, I've heard 20, and I've heard 8. And see, this is what I think it is. I think it's that there's a lot of advertisers that are going to be bailing on Twitter at this point. Like I don't think that that they want to be involved with it at this point. So he's got to make revenue now. He made a bad investment buying Twitter. Like, it's a money pit. Like these people, I don't know what he thinks. So this is like obviously a step to get it so there's more money coming in. Yeah. And there's a list of things that you'll get if you get it. I don't know. You get priority posting and stuff. I truly, I do not care. And this is the thing too. It's like what I kind of like, and this might be because I'm, of my deep-seated jealousy of that I never got a blue check, even though I am Tony Soto. this makes for I think this feeds it to me like, oh good. Now no one fucking matters again. Anyone can be a blue check. I have $8.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, but no, that's the thing. You still have to be asked. You can't just pay $8 for a blue check, Tony.
What?
Pretty sure that.
Well, that's your mistake there, Elon. Give Everett. Listen, let fucking.
Then you're just paying for Twitter, which is like, why would you? It's like, like people don't want to pay for Netflix. Like, and that's the thing that I don't understand is why do you want, like, everyone's fucking trying to, jerk off their friends for that extra Netflix spot, So,
yeah, but meanwhile, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, like to me, what is the benefit to something that, again, I don't understand. It's an advertising platform. It's just like Facebook. It's all these things. They want eyes on there, and they want you to put your eyes on there so that you can see fucking things that you want to consume. And it's sure you get to see a funny joke here and there and some fucking, a meme here and there. And I do love how dark some shit can get all that time. But let's be real. The downside over the plus side is very clear to me. The fomenting of hate, the fomenting of Trump, the fomenting of just violence, and of just shit posting and all of it, and trolling, and all of us, and societal destruction. It is hard not to link social media run rampant and the decline of cohesive society. It's hard not to link them directly together. And so I don't understand what we're grasping at, trying to hold on to some revolutionary fucking understanding of how we read a fucking dick joke.
Yeah, I think,
the future.
Well, listen, we talk about it on the show all the time. The downfall of social media is that it has convinced even the lamest of person that their opinions, jokes, and thoughts matter. And so because you can throw it into the abyss and maybe someone of some status will grab it and share it and give you a boost. But you know what? If we're going to I think about this, especially when it comes to my blue check gay friends. I'm like, and not everyone does, but I'm saying that there's a lot of people that put hundreds of dollars into fucking Grindr just so they can get extra feed, so they can see 20 extra people. And I'm just deleting things. I just deleted my Grindr because I found out that they're owned by really fucking bad people who put Grindr money into some questionable things.
Russians, oligarchs, are they oligarchs?
So it's just like it's just like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be a wise gay, I don't pay for Grindr, never did, don't care. I'll deal with the ads. But even having it on my phone, and the icon, I'm like, I don't want to be a part of it. So I deleted it. So my thing is I think I'm at a point where I don't care what's happening with Twitter anymore, because at this point it's so evolved around Elon. He's tweeting these fucking things, starting fights with AOC. It's like, bro, you're just some fucking lame, fat reject fucking frat guy. You probably were made fun of in high school and college because you went bald fast and you were ugly. And so now you don't even have billions of dollars. Let's face it, money's fake. You managed to finagle a deal saying that you now own this fucking company. And you're just being a fucking teenager about it.
Well, but that's the thing. It's like, it's now Twitter is associated with Elon Musk. So it'll be like Trump with truth. If you like him, you'll want to hang around and see what happens. And if you don't, you're gonna be like, fuck this guy and fuck this business, And I think that is the biggest mistake of making any sort of fucking company associated with one single person,
Yeah.
And I think that for someone like him, all of the adjectives you use in the negative form, I won't repeat them, but yeah, I do. It is funny to see some pictures of him from 13 years ago,
pre-plug,
and it's just the pre-plug Elon, and you can be beautiful and bald. He was not.
And
he was. But that's the thing. It's like it's gonna become ideological because everything is. that's one thing that I don't think was taken into consideration beforehand. Really, no one was really talking about it. It's like, what happens when the town square becomes completely associated with an ideological figure, and he would behoove his newfound fucking business to not be retweeting conspiracy theories about Paul Pelosi and other fucking shit about AOC and shit that is clearly partisan and biased. If you want it to be a money-making thing that people want to be a part of, you know?
And we're actively
fucking fun, loser.
Yeah, and we're actively watching this guy rewrite his own history. Like, people think he's some creative inventor or and literally he's just a fucking rat. Every company that he is involved with now, he got in shady situations.
Yeah.
He's a fucking rat. And but this is America, where you can rewrite your shit. Oh my God, am I quitting Twitter?
It's I think.
Am I hitting delete account? Am I doing that?
I don't want to.
You'll never do it.
I don't want to be the focus.
You'll never do it.
Well, it's like I didn't quit Facebook. I got to know people's birthdays. But
what? They don't even make your birthdays a big deal on Twitter. That's not a good excuse.
No. It's the thing is like deleting something indefinitely. It's like when you try to find someone on social media because you want to send them a DM. It's nice to have a thing, but like I'm not paying for anything. I'm not consuming anything.
Yeah, but I still have Instagram. I still have TikTok. But I'm telling you, I think she's on her way out. I think social media for Tony Soto is on borrowed time. So I feel like I have to get to a point in my career where I can do that.
Well, but this is another thing too, and this is kind of my last thought on it, is that Elon, you're investing your money in the future of words. Welcome to the future where all we want are visuals, and eventually we'll just go completely pixel. We don't want your words, no matter how few they are and hateful they are and fucking inciting they are, even though it fucking makes my butthole tingle because I love Trump. Like you're right, TikTok, like he was talking about bringing back Vine. They better fucking try to compete in some sort of visual form, because people ain't
reading. Wait, he wants to bring back Vine. Vine was so good. I don't want him on. See, I don't want his hands on things. I want his hands off of things. I don't like him. Well, you know what? I can safely say Gay Power Half Hour will be off fucking Twitter.
Yeah, and the masses,
I can hit that delete real quick.
Yeah, the masses will riot.
I think all 150 of our people who never engage it will not miss it. It's baby steps. It truly is. But I gave up Facebook ages ago, and I didn't even look back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you think it's going to be a big thing, and then you just forget about it in 3 days.
Yeah,
and there are things you're really addicted to. This is like weed. It's like if you don't have weed. Well, I'm not talking about you because you're a different story. But like when it comes to like me, like if I've got weed around, I want to smoke weed all the time. And if I don't have it, I'm like, I love weed. Where's my weed? There it is, right there. But if I don't have it around, I'm not like scratching my neck and climbing up the walls looking for weed. It's nice to have.
You're not better than me.
I'm not saying that I'm better than you.
I mean, you're coming off a little soapboxy, little high horsey, if you will.
Oh, you're the highest horse around. Okay, everyone knows that. But what I'm saying is like it's not physically addicting, it's mentally addicting, and you're not going to fucking lose your mind because you're not on Twitter. You're actually going to gain peace of mind. And so yeah, fucking delete it now. Do it for the fans. Do it now. Let's do it now. Hit delete, see what happens.
It's going to be hard. I mean, the thing is though, it truly is humbling though, because when I tweet something that I think is very funny and it goes nowhere, I'm like, this is so stupid. But then if I tweet something that I'm like is a throw off, that I'm like, this is like, and then it gets a lot of attention, I'm just like, you fucking fickle fucks.
Yeah, don't try to.
What do you want from me? I'm dancing as fast as I can.
Yeah, it sounds like a healthy place to be.
I'm quitting. Let's talk about healthy and the health of this fucking country, because violence is rampant. We got people throwing Molotov cocktails in fucking cafes because they have drag shows.
It was a donut shop.
Well, whatever the fuck it was.
It was called the Donut Hole, and they threw the Molotov right into the donut hole.
Right into the hole. I mean, listen, if hole is in your title, there better be a drag queen there at some point, okay? It is just good marketing. And then, of course, the big news was someone went in and broke into Nancy Pelosi's house in San Francisco And when she wasn't there, proceeded to batter her husband, 82-year-old husband, in the head with a hammer twice, leaving him to be in the hospital and have to get surgery. What the fuck? Like, it's so funny how the right wants to paint Antifa and all of these BLM, they're fucking violent terrorist organizations. And then we have fucking the remnants of January 6th literally wreaking havoc.
If Antifa was fucking real and worth its salt the way that they fucking make it out to be, there'd be a lot more dead Republican politicians out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't think we should be giving Antifa its due for the only thing they apparently do is pretend to be conservatives and hit the spouses of powerful people in the head with a hammer. Ooh, scary Antifa. Boo. No. Fucking Antifa's not the problem. The problem is fucking, QAnon losers. And let's be thankful that this was a former, apparently, lefty liberal from Berkeley. Because, everyone from Berkeley is too physically weak to kill an 82-year-old man with a hammer. Thank God he was from Berkeley. He was a former lefty. Thank God he had once been a lefty.
He was a liberal at one point. See,
he was a nudist. He was like a nudist queero. Like he's a crazy mentally deranged person. He's like one of my fucking cousins who voted for Nader, and now it's the biggest fucking Trump guy in the world. He just never wanted anything. He always wanted an extreme.
See, I don't get this. And the thing is, it's like why, if it truly is these former liberals, because that's also a talking point that's happening around here too, is like liberals are going on to the conservative bandwagon. If you are truly a liberal-minded person and you are going, then you would not go backwards. Like a truly forward-thinking, liberal-minded person knows that is backwards, dumb nonsense. So no one regresses into that. No one is like, oh my God. Yeah, there's no liberal-minded person who's like, oh my God, things are so bad that suddenly I agree with the Republicans.
Let's take we're talking like kind of famous, this guy, the hammerhead, Kanye, Tulsi Gabbard, these are all people who used to be liberal who are now vociferously not, because they're mentally ill people.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, and I think maybe they were liberal because that was a nice people, because it was nice, and then all of a sudden they were getting courted by loonies. I don't know. If
Kanye's West's mom was still alive, he'd still be.
Yeah. If he didn't kill Donda, he'd be fine. Truly, that's why I don't necessarily listen. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say. I'm not going to get myself in trouble talking about his mental illness. But sometimes it's like, girl, you turn it on when you want to. But getting back to Paul Pelosi, like, this is what's so intense. So this guy has been questioned since, and he showed up with zip ties. Like he was meaning business. And when Nancy wasn't there, he needed to do something. So he needed to take the rage out somewhere. So he battered the guy's head. But when he was being questioned, they were like, so what was the plan, dude? Like, what was your fucking plan, bro? And he's like, oh, well, I was going to just go and zip tie her up and talk to her and get her to admit to me the truth. And they were like, okay, well, we'll talk about this truth in a second. But what were you going to do if Nancy did not have the truth that you wanted? Oh, I was going to bust her kneecaps. What the fuck is wrong with the conservative right? Like, and then you have Fox News spinning it, being like, oh, everyone gets hit in the head every once in a while by hammers, like trying to fucking minimize this violence. But God forbid something happened to one of your people. Like we were talking about before we started recording, that Republican senator who was shot playing softball. Right. Like, God forbid a liberal person who's fucking out for vengeance goes out and does something. I'm tired of throwing around mentally ill on everybody who shoots a gun or whatever, out for vengeance or whatever. Yeah. Then oh shit, we're making laws. Then we're changing things. We're changing so that will never happen. Fuck you. Like, fuck you and your narrative of everyone gets hit in the head. I've never been hit in the head with a fucking hammer.
Not on purpose. That's for darn sure. But I agree with you. I think, like Brett Kavanaugh. Here's the real liberals always give up halfway through and give themselves up, like the Brett Kavanaugh assassination. That guy didn't even make it close to the guy's lawn.
Why is it called? And see, first of all, why are we suddenly saying it's an assassin? The Kavanaugh assassination attempt?
No.
He wasn't anywhere near.
It was a theory.
Home?
No, it was a assassination theory. Is what it was. Just like your legal theories that have ruined the fucking world. But I agree. It's absurd. And the thing is like this guy is spouting the direct language of like the conspiratorial hate that is being like stirred up and promoted
from politicians.
From politicians like Marjorie Taylor Greene and this guy have the exact same fucking appeal. She's saying killed Nancy. She has said kill Nancy. The reason she doesn't have any fucking power official role in the Congress is because she talked about
how she started.
Treason. She talked about treason with Nancy and treason and treason is a
she walked in like treason. Yeah. She was like yeah, that's how she came into the Capitol. It's like
MTG.
She's been strangely silent on my Twitter feed. Like typically she comes up a lot on my Twitter feed, but it's been less of her, and I don't know what that means. But I hope she loses her election.
And I don't know if you remember, but she did do that WB impression totally in blackface. Oh
my God. Did you hear about the Utah blackface?
Kids?
Yeah. In a Walmart. Walmart.
Before jumping
Sorry.
Yeah. I feel like, put a button on Paul Pelosi's poor little abused head. Also this poor guy.
I mean, he's getting charged for elderly abuse too. Like, why would you? He's an 82-year-old man. Like, I don't. Go ahead.
Well, but also this is a crazy person who doesn't care. But I'm just saying, like Paul Pelosi, he can't even go drinking and driving anymore. His favorite thing used to just be going to have a bottle of wine up in wine country and go for a little cruise. And he can't do that because he got in trouble with that. And now he can't do his other favorite thing, not getting hit in the head with a hammer.
Maybe this will be the best thing for him, though. Like maybe now, whenever he has wines, he'll get the spins, and now he'll stop being a drunk.
I don't want to even. I say how terrifying. And you know what? And
this way we got to find the bright side.
Our side does it too. You hate Nancy. We have friends. Oh, Nancy fucking sucks. What a bitch. Okay, I guess what is it? Because she's rich. Like she voted for Iraq or whatever. So did every other fucking person. Throw them all out. I don't care. But that being said, like, the left does use a lot of the same rhetoric when it comes to people they don't like on the center left, and so if we're going to talk, like, I'm not talking about not wanting to see Donald Trump die from natural causes on TV and all of that, but I am like I don't know, like the rhetoric is insane. I want terrible things to happen to the right, but I want it all to be from natural causes or someone that I, didn't provoke, or it just happens. But I'm just saying, like,
can we just also blanket both sides? Can we just blanket that and fucking like retire that bullshit? Of course, it's both sides.
But we're not doing it.
But we're not.
But
we're not. And the thing is like what they blame us for. I'm going to speak specifically for LA and the civil unrest. The cops cannot be trusted. So when we talk about civil unrest that happen in big cities, all cops are bad.
But let me just say this on my point, because I'm not. You're right. I'm not making it the left and the right are the same, because they're not. Because the left is like Nancy sucks because of like specific votes that she did. The right's like Nancy sucks because she's got a cabal of pedophile international globalists with babies in her fucking Pizza Hut, like that's the kind of shit, and that's what these insane people believe, So it's one thing to be like hate her for policy, it's another thing to hate her for fucking conspiracy, fucking insanity, and that's what is going to lead an insane person to fucking barge into her fucking house, where apparently the Capitol Police were monitoring. Capitol Police really letting Nancy down left and right.
Well, what I heard was that they don't monitor as much when she's not in town, which it's like, excuse me, she's still got a husband. So what you're saying is like whenever let's just do retired politicians, like when President Obama is out doing some book tour, are you saying that there's not Secret Service that is watching Michelle, or at least outside her house when she sleeps? Like, and she's not an active, like Nancy is second in command. If we lose fucking she's next in line to be president after fucking the vice president. So it's like if we lose her, it's just what the fuck? Why are you trying to beat up old fucking? That's why we need younger politicians so they can know how to fight. We need younger politicians in there so they can scrap.
Paul seemed pretty savvy. He called.
The guy excused him to use the restroom. The guy excused him to use the restroom. The guy woke him up and then let him use the restroom.
Well, he's a former liberal. He's polite.
Well, listen, Casey, do the song.
Who gets a shout out? You. Who gets a shout out? You.
That's right. We have now. Basically, we're just having a conversation now with Grossif One, who commented about the Tony Soto show on the Gay Power Half Hour iTunes page, which you can also do if you enjoy the show. But then he gave us an explanation on why not even an explanation. He just literally told us that his husband and he laughed about us talking bad about him on the show. So, and that he loves Casey's new song. So thank you for letting us know. Actually, nothing. We love our listeners.
I do. For sure. Grossif, very much appreciate you.
Big fan of Gross. Well, that's because he complimented you directly.
Yeah,
wait, I think he complimented me too directly.
Don't give it.
No, he never did. My name's not mentioned in this comment at all, Casey.
Well, you were very rude to him last week, and so I'm not surprised.
You're right. Got my comeuppance. Because it wasn't like he went to the Tony Soto show and put that duck comment there.
That's not where he wanted it to be.
No, it wasn't. I fucked it all up. Sorry, Grossif. I hope you keep listening to this show at least, because Casey is so goddamned proper. We've come to the end of the show. Casey, do you want to tell people what you're up to?
I am doing nothing for a bit. I don't know. I've got some shows after Thanksgiving, but we're not there yet. I'm finishing my pilot this week. That's what I'm doing. So don't fucking bother me or DM me or anything like that. I got things to do.
This weekend?
No, I'm going to Palm Springs this weekend.
I think I'm going to go to Palm Springs this weekend.
Wait, really?
I think so. Yeah. All
right, let's chat. Off the air.
Yeah. So that's it for you?
Yeah, whatever.
Great. If you like the Gay Power Half Hour, go to our iTunes page and subscribe to the show, rate the show, leave a comment about the show, just like Grossif. Grossif One, I mean. Not Grossif. We don't know about Grossif. The original Grossif, who knows? If you are in the Los Angeles area and you have things not going on a Wednesday, you should always come to Battle Babies at Stash at 10 p.m. in West Hollywood, hosted by yours truly and produced by my good Judy Maxwell Esposito. The show is really getting its legs, guys. It's a great show, fun show. The audience is finding out about it, but could you find out a little fucking quicker? Also, Learn the Words, bitch, is November 7th. So let's come and have fun before we lose our democracy on the 8th. The show starts or the sign up is at 8:30 and the show is at 9:30. No, 9 o'clock. So sorry, 9 p.m. Jesus Christ. And our guest judges are Jayla Rocks and the non-binary cowboy, Charlie James. So I'm the Tony Soto Show on I'm the Tony Soto Show on Instagram, TikTok, and who knows about Twitter. We'll be back again next week. Goodbye.